Shamanism is a tradition going back over 50,000 years. It involves people communing directly with the spirits of nature. From a shamanic perspective, everything is alive, everything has spirit. So the shaman is someone that journeys into to non-ordinary reality to commune with the spirit that animates all life, the trees, the animals, the other human beings. The earth itself, Gaia, is a living organism. So the shaman will journey using different methods into that other world to effect healing for the community and to bring back knowledge and wisdom on the greater forces that animate our planet and that affect our everyday lives. So, for example, a shaman will go on a journey using the drumming or the rattle. In some cultures, to use teacher plants, and they'll journey beyond the everyday reality through the mind's eye into the wonderful world of the imagination, into the place that some people call the fantasy realms. The shaman calls that the dream time, and for the shaman, the dream time is the real time, and this ordinary reality is seen as Maya, as the Hindus would say. So what happens when the shaman journeys there is that they meet with what they call their power animals, which is their guide in the other world. And a power animal is usually a wild animal like a wolf or an eagle or a hawk or a snake. And they directly connect with these animals, and they're teachers and advisors about what it is they need to do for the community or for healing for the individual. Now we travel to the lower world to get in touch with our power animals and connect to power. And the power from a shamanic point of view is that electric natural power of nature. So we move from the lower world then into the middle world. The middle world is this reality here, in the present, the past, the future. The kind of work we would do here would be to work with the ancestors. We journey back and consult with our ancestors about who we are and what is our mission, what's our myth in life. And many traditional cultures have great regard and respect for the ancestors. So that's middle world work. Then we move to the upper world. The upper world is a place where we go to meet with our spirit guides, and the spirit guides are like our angels, like they can be people who have passed over, deceased relatives, and we go and ask them for advice and teachings on the bigger issues of life. You know, what's my reason for being here? What's the karmic imperative of my life? What is my mission? What do I need to work out? And the spirit guide will appear to you in the way that is most relevant to you. So that's the three worlds of the shaman. The drum is used to journey into these other realms, and the beat is used as 4 to 7 beats per second, which has been proven, using modern scientific means, that the brain has a frequency following response. And what that means is when you listen to particular sounds, your brain waves change to the rhythm of the sound you're listening to. So the shamanic beat brings us into the theta state, and the theta state is associated with deep meditation and trance. So the sound of the drum brings the shaman into those states. So then the rattle is used for ceremony. The shaman will use the rattle to open the directions, so they open to the east and the north, the west, the south, calling in the upper world and the lower world, to open sacred space for when they're doing healing work or when they're doing special ceremonial work. Because the shaman's role is not only as teacher, guide and healer, but also the shaman mediates the myth of the tribe and mediates the communion between the individual, the community and spirit. So ritual and ceremony is a very important part of the shaman's role there. The Irish Centre for Shamanic Studies and the Transpersonal Institute have been here for 10 years now, and what we do here is we run courses in holotropic breathwork, which is a very powerful shamanic way of getting in touch with our deeper pain and trauma, but also our ecstatic side and our joyful side, using hyperventilation, music and deep body work. The centre here also runs a shamanic practitioner training course where we teach people the basic essentials of how to journey. We also teach how to do soul retrieval work, and there's a workshop on death and dying, helping people to work with their own issues around death and dying, but also train them to work with others who are making that crossing over. One of the modules then is on healing, and we teach people how to do the extraction work, and then of course we work with other areas in ritual and in ceremony, and how to journey with the drum and the rattle, that kind of thing. Now, we have other work we do. We have fire walking, which is a very powerful shamanic ritual for literally stepping into our fears and breaking free of our limitations. The sweat lodge, we run the Celtic sweat lodge here again. It's a fantastic way for sweating our prayers and going deeper into what healing we need on a physical, spiritual, and emotional level. It's also a very powerful way to journey. We have a cairn here too, which is a megalithic dome that we work in the womb of the earth, because we see the goddess Cailleach energy as being very vital and important, particularly at these times of climate change and global shift and economic fallout. So we do ritual and ceremony inside the cairn, and it's a very beautiful and powerful place where we invoke the power of the Cailleach, the feminine, the goddess. And we do a lot of work out on nature. And we do, at the solstice times, we do work up on Tara, where we do druid ceremonies, and also on Slíomhna Cailleach, which is Lough Crew. We do rituals up in the cairns up there and journey deep into the earth through the spirals of the cairn. I'm very much aggrieved by the way the world is, in terms of we've lost touch with the sacred, and we really need to re-enchant everyday life, connect back to nature and connect back to each other, ourselves and each other. And shamanism, very ancient tradition, as I say, going back 50,000 years. But if humanity is still around in 50,000 years from now, shamanism will still be a part of our life, because people often get the wrong idea or misconception of what shamanism is. It's really all it is. It's connecting to our own soul, and therefore realizing that we are a part of the great creation of the universe.